Hi everyone, it's Lindsay. I'm so excited to be back on the Imagine channel today. Today I have a fun video to share with you of 3 different ways that I am using the creative medium in the iridescent to create some really fun backgrounds. And these are each going to be totally different. It's all just a matter of what kind of paper you put this on and what you add to your creative medium. So this is the blue iridescent creative medium. It does not look like much. It looks like a white modeling paste, but I promise you this is special. For each of my projects today, I will be putting the creative medium through a stencil. I love the look of this through a stencil. It's nice and thick, so it goes through beautifully. It's got some great dimension, and it kind of stands up really nice. It's got some fun texture to it. So I'm using a palette knife to put this through, and at first you're going to think, nah, it looks like a white modeling paste, nothing special, nothing to see here, but the magic happens once this has dried. So once you put it through, you're just going to smooth it out through the stencil. And take your time with this. You've got a little bit of play time, but once you have it through there, go ahead and lift up your stencil and wash your palette knife and wash your stencil. You don't want this to dry on those because you're not going to get it off once it dries on there. It's going to be really hard to get it off. So go ahead and give it a good wash, but I'll go ahead and remove this and show you what it looks like while it's wet. It doesn't look like much. It's got a little bit of a pearly shine, but the magic happens when this dries. So I set it aside to dry, and look at this in the sunlight. It's got this gorgeous blue color change to it whenever you move it around. Now, you don't only have the option of using the blue iridescent. There are tons of colors over on the Imagine website. So maybe you want a blue shift, or maybe a pink shift in your project. You can totally do that too. Just go over there and look at all the colors. So I finished this card off really simply, added a little bit of a blessing sentiment. I wanted the main focus to be on that stenciling. Now, it looks great on white cardstock, but this stuff is fabulous on darker cardstock. So I did the same thing with the same exact stencil, same exact size, everything, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it through. Again, at first, while this is wet, it's going to look like maybe a little bit of a pearly white embossing paste on your background. It's not going to give you much of that color change at all, but set it aside to dry and have some faith, I promise. Now look at this. In the sunlight, when it hits it, it is such a bright blue color, and it is just fabulous. When you look at it, sometimes it's kind of a white pearly color, and then other times it's got this gorgeous blue, and then all these different tones in between too. It's so beautiful and fun to play around with on different colors of cardstock as well. Again, finish this one off really simply. Just put a little "I'm here for you" sentiment down at the bottom and added a little strip of cardstock. The entire thing I attached to an A2 card base. Now you can also color this, and it's still going to retain a little bit of that shift that it does and a little bit of that pearly look. So I've got the blue iridescent here, and I'm putting it down onto a palette. This is just a piece of cardstock that I've laminated, and I'm adding a little bit of Teal Zeal, the Memento Dewdrop ink. You want to use a water-based ink whenever you color this. You can also use a water-based marker like your Memento markers to color it as well. Sprays will also work, so your fireworks sprays, that kind of thing, will work to color this too. So you want to mix it up really well, and then again, I'm putting it right through a stencil like I would. This, it's going to have the color to it now, but it's not going to have the shine that it will whenever it dries. So I'll go ahead and peel off the stencil. I've got a gorgeous stenciled background, but I need to set it aside to dry to let the magic happen. So I'll take this over to the sunlight and look at that. It is so, so, so pretty whenever it dries, and it's got that really pretty color change on it. But it also has that blue undertone from the ink I added. So another great option that you can color this and make it even more stunning. Now here is a look at the close-up of the stenciled area. Now also I finished this one off the same as the others, a little I'm Here For You sentiment down at the bottom, and a black strip of cardstock all attached to an A2 card base. I want to give you a nice look at all three of the different backgrounds together to show you the different options and what it looks like on each cardstock. This is one of those products you can play around with, and it's going to turn out different each time, and each color of cardstock you put it on is going to be a little bit different. That's going to do it for me today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and happy crafting.